Okay, SL prep students, function word problems. This was the first day. Help us model and understand real-life problems in a variety of ways. Equation, input-output table, and graph. If you need additional help besides this, you can see page 75, example 4. We're going to look at page 77, 38, and 39. An airplane on a flight from Chicago, Illinois to Amsterdam, the Netherlands, flies 4,100 miles in about 8 hours. The function d of t equals 510t models the distance d in miles that the plane flies in t hours. Now, they give us the equation, and so it's quite simple. What this means is that it's flying 510 miles per hour for t number of hours, and that'll give us the distance. And so we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the input-output table. So we're going to have t hours, that's our x values. We're going to have d of t, that's the distance, and any work we might have. It's helpful to use a calculator on this. And so we're going to be needing to graph this over here. Typically, these are quadrant 1 graphs. Our t is going to be our time, and that's going to be in hours. Time can be other things. And then our output, this is our input, our t values, and then our output is going to be our distance in miles. So when the plane is just sitting on the tarmac, on the runway, you're at 0. When it gets to the Netherlands, it's flown 8 hours, and it's flown 4,100 miles in about 8 hours. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to go by ones here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Label that. It's important your intervals are even. You could have gone by something other than ones. You could have probably gone by 2s as well. Now our distances are going to go up quite quickly. We know that we need to be at 4,100, so we're going to go by 500s, so that'll be 500, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, 2,500, 3,000, 3,500. I'm going to need to move this up a little bit. And then 4,000 and 4,500. We know at 8 hours they've flown 4,100 miles, which is going to be somewhere right in here. 8 hours. That's when they get to Amsterdam, is 4,100 miles. Okay, we also know that this is going to be a segment. You're going to go from here to here. Let's try that again. Let's go ahead and see. No, not a straight line. Okay, so we're going to have to try to draw this as straight as possible. That's going to be a segment to get from there to there. Here's your starting point at 0. So this lets us know where the domain is going to be. Our domain, and this question doesn't ask it, but others do, is you're going to start at 0, okay, because you can have 0 hours, because t are our domain values. And you can go up as high as 8. That's why we have the equal to sign. Our range values, a reasonable range value would be 0. You're sitting on the tarmac, you haven't gone anywhere. And that's d of t are going to be up to 4,100. Because the plane isn't going to fly past Amsterdam. So that's why this is a segment and not array. Now, we know we always want to look ahead and see what's being asked of us. It says, how far does the plane fly in 5 hours? So why don't we go ahead and choose 1 hour, 3 hours, and 5 hours. We simply plug that into our equation, and that's going to be d of 1 equals 510 times 1 which is 510. D of 2, or D of 3, excuse me, equals 510 times 3. Well, 500 times 3 is 1,500, and 3 times 10 is 30. It's 1,530. And then D of 5, which we actually need for this one, D of 5 equals 510 times 5 hours. We know that 500 times 5 is 2,500, and then 10 times 5 is 50, so 2,550. Now, we're going to go ahead and plot these. So 1 hour is 510 miles. There you go, right on the line. 1 hour, 510 miles. And then 3 hours is 1530. That looks like it's right on the line. So 3 hours is 1,530 miles. And then finally 5 hours, straight up. Well, that looks like it fits right about where it should, which is 2,550. So 5 hours is 2,550. All right. The reason that this is going up as it is that the slope on this, so in your function, 510 is your slope. So for every hour, it goes up 510. So here's your first hour. It goes up from 0 to 510. So 510 and over 1 hour. In your second hour, which we don't have, it's going to go up, and then it's going to go over, put us right about here, and that'll put us at about 1,020, or 2,020, excuse me. 510, there's our first hour. Oops, I went up to our third hour. Let me fix that. Okay. So we're going to go up to our second hour. Oh, this point is in the wrong place. Let me get a smaller eraser. Let's fix this. So there's hour 3, 1,530 is right there. I wrote the point in the right place. I wrote it here, but I didn't put that in there. Okay, so our second hour is going to be right about here. So you're going to come up 510, and you're going to go over 1 hour. So you come up 510, and you go over 1 hour. So it's rise over run, which is where slope is a constant rate of change. So slope is a constant rate of change. Now this next one, number 39, asks us how far it flies in 5 hours. So we've done all that work right there. And so the plane flies about 2,550 miles in 8 hours. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do the second. Problem, which is going to be 43 through 46, which is the car payment problem on page 77. If you go to the next video, that will help you with that information.